taking those
full,
off.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so hello. Okay, so this is the ad hoc presentation. So there
You were
is
experimenting.
there is no rush, no high expectative. So I want to just take some time to show the wiki, the OS2World wiki. Let's see, and some stuff that I have there. First, I'm going to click here and put industrial. So the OS2World wiki is like very disorganized. It's like when I found something, I just go putting it there. So it's kind of hard to get like the thread of how can I access from the main page to a specific article. Sometimes you have to search for it. Yeah, and the way, I don't know if you have experience with MediaWiki, with Wikipedia, and modifying these pages. You can organize the pages with the category or with the links to the page. Yeah, that's the two ways. So I'm gonna type here industrial and search for that word. And I have a specific page called OS2 related industrial machinery. So what I try to do here is when I learn that some industrial machinery uses OS2, has some kind of OS2 software running to operate this machine, I try to list it here. So I have like some machines like, well, Cassini, laser stereo, I cannot say that word, sorry. Stereolithographer, yeah, okay. The tablet presser. So whenever I had the chance of interacting with someone that says, oh, I have a problem with this industrial machine that uses OS2, and if something go wrong in OS2, I say, okay, download this video driver, I help him, and I say, but in exchange, you gotta tell me what that machine does, and give me some information of that machine, so I can put it on the wiki. Just give me information that is not confidential, that is not, we're not telling which company has that machine. So I'm going to go with the tablet presser. The tablet presser is a machine that gets some dust and turning it to a pill, okay? That's why I understand of that kind of machine. So they're making pills for medicine, yeah? So it has like the dust, it pressures it and turns into a pill. And that machine, for what I know, works with OS2, or it's operated with OS2, okay? So I say, okay, please let me know how it works. Try to find the manufacturer, model, description. Well, tablet press machine, I didn't know what it was, so give me a description of that. Well, I found a description of what tablet press machine it is. And let's, please send me the configs to see anything that I don't understand. So I'm guessing, okay, that's the driver, that's the software that is running there that I never knew about it. So, I'm going to move it, let's see, okay. So in this case, here is some of the, well, there are mostly comments of what the tablet presser is. It was in German, I think, yes, German. And what are the specific sets that in the configs is you have to put for this kind of machine. And please send me the pictures. For example, this machine uses an IBM Arctic, I don't know, 8-port serial stuff. Serial for serial connectivity. So, okay, send me the picture of the car just to have it documented. He has some issues with this car that made it run again. Yeah, send me some pictures of the machinery with the car, and I try to document it. So, and I have some links for the IBM Arctic, I don't know, 1868 port adapter manual, brochure, and what is a tablet pressure. So I try to document this kind of industrial machinery. And what I also have this is a like an offset printing machine. It was sent to me by someone in Turkey that have some issues with OS2, and I say, sorry, and I say, okay, please send me the pictures. Let's check it out how it works. Nothing confidential also about the company that is using it, and send me some pics of the specific OS2 software that was not. This is not very useful. Some screenshots of how OS2 sees the offset printer and what is operating, what is not operating, this kind of software. And this is in English, right? Yeah, it's in English. And which we usually it's a PC, yeah, it runs, OS2 runs on a PC. And what is the interface? Okay, send me a picture of which devices it uses to connect. This is like a special serial, but how do you call coaxial cable stuff? It's like a network coaxial.
Coaxial, right.
Coaxial, yeah. And it's using that kind of
10 base 2,
yeah.
100 base 2. Is it ArcNet?
I guess so, yeah. For what I can get, it's not like sometimes I don't get specific information. Just send me the pictures and I try to interpret it how they work. No, this is the device brand. Okay, so I got the stuff. And anything interesting? Well, there was a CNC machine. Where is it? There are some information on CNC systems and some pictures that I was also sent and about the control. This is a CNC Deblig. I don't know the model, and they sent me some pictures of the OS2 machine on it. Okay, so I try to document this. It's like, I know it's incomplete, it's the-organized, but the good thing of a wiki is that can be improved in time. Yeah, it can be, okay, I only have this. If someone has more information, we keep improving the article until we have something more complete. And let me see, we have, let me see if we have something more interesting. This is a plasma issue. I don't know exactly what it does, but it also uses OS2 and the software that it runs, right? And there was a grass drilling software also from, this one sent it to me, someone from Russia that is also have like some simulation of oil gas drilling on the OS2 system, okay? That controls temperature and all that thing. So the idea is to try to improve this and try to have more content. This is the first part of the wiki. Sorry, I cannot see what I'm typing. The other part of the wiki that I'm also working on is more for collectors. I saw on Wikipedia that they have like all the editions of Windows documented, and they can go like surfing between the editions. So I try to do the same here, and I say, okay, let's go moving on the different version of OS2 till, I don't know, OS2.1 or OS2.0, and we move forward and trying to collect all the releases and the part numbers of each OS2 release it was available. So let's move forward to OS2 Warp 3. So what I did here is grab like the IBM announcement letter, try to grab the part numbers, and try to link them to the release box of OS2. So I'm collecting the boxes of OS2 and their contents, only the pictures, right? Because I don't have space in my place to have all OS2, a lot of OS2 boxes. So I'm trying to collect all the different languages with the part numbers. And this is not a good example where I have some pictures. And let me find a better example. No, I don't like this one. Red edition, blue edition, CD, well, diskette, CD-ROM, upgrade. And this one, for example, I tried to collect all the part numbers, all the contents part number. So this one has like the hints, helpful installation information, and the part number. The diskettes, well, I don't have the diskettes complete here, and the pictures of it. So people, if they find like a single diskette and have the part number, they can search on the internet or search on the wiki and find to which box it belongs. Okay? So there are quite interesting stuff. Oops. Okay. Like some like the Hebrew. How do you call it? How do you say it? How do you spell it? So you pronounce Hebrew OS2 edition with the different part numbers and the stuff that I was able to find, the documentation that came, and some pictures that were available of that box. And well, the Greek edition, there's the Greek edition, and all that show up on eBay. I'm trying to collect the pictures and try to get more information about that edition. Right? This is Greek, in very bad shape, but that's the thing that I was able to find. And this is the stuff that I have been doing also about each release, each box, each language. I was able to find CD-ROMs, diskettes. The big diskettes are the
5 1/4.
5 1/4. Okay. Yeah.
8 inch.
8 inch is too big. Yeah.
5 1/4.
5 1/4.
Then 3 1/2.
And 3 1/2. Okay. I use the metric
And then
system.
2
That's why I
inch.
don't understand.
Then we had 2 inch.
Really?
2 inch.
2 inch
Okay.
hard side flies.
Yeah, those are from Japan or something, right? So.
I don't think I
Yeah.
really ever saw any there.
Yeah,
They weren't
diskette.
very popular.
So this is just like, well, my crazy collection of OS2 boxes that I'm collecting all the pictures, all the information that I can get. Yeah. And the other thing that is, well, that I'm doing on the wiki, of course, is hardware reports. Let me find the. This is like my laptop, the ThinkPad T14S, first generation, yeah, from 2020. And what I do when I get some hardware specs, I request they send me the PCI report so I can build this table and say what is working and what devices are not working. Yeah, with the hardware ID. Yes, some pictures. And then try to do some general comments on how to make it install, in this case, ArcaOS. So yes, we turn off the hyper-threading here. On this case, I turn it off the secure boot to make it install, and my comments about the general installation process, the network, track point, HDMI, and the integrated camera that I also try to make it run with the WinRules camera driver. Okay. On this case, well, the ArcaOS 5.1 with UEFI support really installed without any major issue. I just disabled secure boot because I didn't want it secure burst first. And this has some interesting stuff. The ThinkPad T14S doesn't have like an external Ethernet port. You see the machine and you don't find it anywhere, but it has an Ethernet card inside. You had to buy an extra cable. It's just a cable that doesn't have any chipset, any kind of intelligence there, that you plug at the side, and you have Ethernet.
So
Okay?
it's USB-C,
No, it's a special.
proprietary.
It's a proprietary connector.
And then the RJ45
Yeah.
dongle.
Yeah,
comes
and
off of it.
yeah, and it have the
PCMCIA cards like that, I remember.
Yeah,
yeah, but the Ethernet chipset is inside the machine. It's already there.
Alex, let's not go there.
That's gonna-
Lost your dongle?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you brought it up earlier.
PC card was terrible at that time. Yeah. And yeah, well, that is about the Ethernet port. That was very interesting because I think this one doesn't have Ethernet, but it has Ethernet inside. Yeah, and track point works. The trackpad, it's a pain in the ass because yeah, you have this palm recognition thing that is done by software. That when you are with the track point, your palm is touching the trackpad. And if you don't disable the trackpad, you will see the pointer jumping from one side to another because your palm is touching it, and is something that
Always
is,
turn it off.
yeah, in Windows, that is corrected with software. The drivers
Not
and,
very reliably.
Yes, okay,
It
okay,
doesn't
so-
work that well.
yeah,
Exactly.
but, well,
On Linux, you can turn it off in Linux.
yeah.
At least in the one I use.
The trick is turn it off in the BIOS. In the UEFI BIOS, you can turn off the trackpad. I have it, the picture, I think, right here, when you can disable only the trackpad. Track point is on, trackpad is off. But it will be desirable to have like some kind of software to disable it, because I dual boot with this machine, and sometimes in Windows I use the trackpad. Okay, but it will be like, I don't know, more elegant to have it on software to be able how
You could open an enhancement request for any.
yeah, sure, it's going to be, there's
No guarantees.
no guarantees, but
You can open an enhancement.
it's guaranteed I'm going to open the request. Yeah, I can guarantee it.
You
I
can always
mean-
ask.
Yeah, I can ask.
The
Yeah,
thing is that if you never use the trackpad,
yeah,
then the best thing to do is just turn it off
It's-
in the BIOS.
yeah. It's
But if you
fine.
sometimes use it, then a software switch would be handy.
You
Yeah.
know, I turned it off in the BIOS, but Linux still had it enabled.
Really?
Yeah, and then I had to turn it off in Linux software.
I just discovered this has a kind of a nice feature where I can set it to disable the trackpad if there is a mouse plugged in.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
but it's controlled with
Automatically
software.
will do that. when
In the
I'm plugged in.
BIOS.
It's on the OS level. It's probably one of the
Oh, okay.
Lenovo drivers, or
Oh, really? It's a Lenovo driver though? I
Yeah.
thought it did that in the BIOS. I thought there was a track
I-
point
I-
disabled when external was connected.
maybe I don't remember. I thought I configured it on the OS level, but maybe I'm misremembering. It's been a while.
Okay, and the other interesting thing here is the HDMI video output port that I tried. I tried with a TV there in my home, and I can select on the BIOS that it boots with external display. So, but the interesting thing is that it boots with external display, and there is no external display. It will show on the screen and in both screens at the same time. So that is why we were trying on this machine and didn't work. We had to work it out to see if something can be done. But with the 14S, T14S, I was able to have like the picture on the screen, and on the machine screen, on the laptop screen, and on the TV
That's
at the
a
same
very
time.
good, very good feature.
Yeah, so that worked very nice. Yeah, and this is just like, well, the stuff I do with the OS2World Wiki and the things that I have here. I have a lot of stuff here, and I try to back up this wiki every month because it's very important to me. I have all the developers here. I try to collect all the software. Every time some old software show up, I try to like which one show up. This one showed up this week on the ECS Soft 2 newsletter. It was an old software called Capella Media Player from Norbert Heller from, I don't have the date, I think it's 94. So I say, okay, let's make a page of it and link it to Hubs. So we can get it from Hubs and well, this is what I do sometimes when I find something. I write it on the wiki first, just to don't forget about it. Okay? So this is the ad hoc presentation. I don't know if you have any questions or something about the OS2World wiki.
So how do these people find you, like the guy in Turkey, because of OS2World?
And I have no idea how that guy got my cell phone number.
You probably listed yourself in the wiki and you listed your contact.
Maybe it's my phone number there, but he contacted me by WhatsApp and say, hey, I have this in Turkey, and I say, okay, that's easy. It's just the Snapdriver. It was an old OS2 edition. Get the Snapdriver, and it will work. But in exchange, send me some pictures, send me the configs, give me some non-confidential information I can put here, so people know that that machinery used to run or runs OS2. So, and it can be helpful for any other that, I have the same offset machine here. No, it's kind of hard, but I have the same industrial machine. Let's see.
How many other modern laptops do you have in the wiki right now?
Modern laptops. That's let me. The issues. I don't have like a lot of. Let me see. I used to have I link it with the category, and I try to have. I don't remember. Okay, list of computers. This is the archive, and this is the newer one. I try to divide the older laptops from the 12, 15 back, and the newer models from 12, 15 to today. I have this list of there are all ThinkPad and one idea pad that are newer. Okay, it's not like they're completely new, but I try to separate them. So there are not much. But, we need to improve this and try to have more reports.
And for people to contribute to the wiki?
How I'm working that? I'm working that on the OS2World forum. In the OS2World forum, say, hey, I have this laptop, please help me.
Okay.
We try to help them, and in return, say, give me the PCI report, so I can make a page. And I do this page. I make this page. I don't have too much work with this. Yeah, it's not like every day I have 3 laptops. No, it's like one a month. Yeah.
So what are you going to do when it gets to the point where every day 30 new laptops show up?
At that moment, I'm going to learn to delegate.
Well said.
Yeah, I'm going to delegate and have more people on the wiki and say, okay, here's your account, make it yourself, copy the same other page. The thing of the wiki is that you learn it by copying other page. You see another wiki page and say, how did he make that? You put edit, you check the source, and say, okay, I'm going to copy and put it in mine. That's completely legal. Yeah? That's how a wiki works.
Yeah.
So you say, how do I make this table with this rating? I go to view source, copy it, and create a new page, and copy that thing. Yeah, that's how we learn to use HTML. Yeah. So, any other question?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of this. What are we looking at? This is separate from OS2World? Or it's on OS2World?
It's on OS2World. I have different things on OS2World. I have the main page, the forum, the wiki, and I have it on a menu on the top, and you can select where are you going. So this is the wiki. It uses the media wiki script. That is the one that uses Wikipedia, and I try to keep it current. I try to update it when a new release of the script is released, I update it. And for the moment, it's working fine on, well, this is eMonkey, it works fine on Google, and it works.
And, oh, by the way, OS2World, it's hosted on some ISP that, you know,
It's hosted on a server
but is
in
that,
Sweden.
is it yours or is it?
No,
some third party?
it's a Kim Haberblatt server that he has it on I don't know, he has a friend called Tommy, I think Tommy has it on his home, and they have the server they're running.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where the server is right now, if it's on
It's in the
Kim's house
cloud.
or on...
So when you were on the plane, on your way here, you looked to see if you could find the
Yeah,
cloud.
yeah, I was, oh, this, no, but it's in
There it
Europe,
is.
yeah, it's in Europe, so it's in somewhere in Sweden is the server. It's not hosted by any
It's not a
any
commercial
corporation. No,
hosting thing.
no, it's not a commercial host. No.
Is it OS2?
What?
Is it OS2?
No, it's running. It's a Linux server.
Yeah, okay.
It's a Linux server. We require PHP. We require all the
Yeah.
libraries to make it run. Yeah.
That's a very nice wiki.
Yeah, it's like I told you. It's not like completely organized. I try to link everything, but if you can find something, you cannot find something, use the search and try to go from there. Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of hard to have all. The trick is have all all pages with a category, and when you click the category, you see all the stuff that is there. Yeah, so I have like, this is the Lenovo ThinkPad E585 and the hardware report. And well, it's just bytes. Nobody gets hurt if I create the hardware report and I put all the stuff here. Yeah, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting the computer. Because they say, oh, you're making an article with all this stuff that is. No, it's just for someone that is searching just this device, can find this page, and can link back to the ThinkPad that has that device, and see, oh, it works on ArcaOS, and this one works, and this one does not work. So that's the idea why I store the hardware report. That it seems useless, but it's good for someone searching on Google to bring it back here. Okay. So this is the interesting thing about the hardware that I put here.
So you've accumulated quite a few there.
Yeah, I have. This is the general category of laptop computers. How many pages there are?
About 96 months.
I don't know. It's like, yeah, there's some pages I
I
have.
love how like the majority of them are all ThinkPads.
Sorry.
That the majority of them are all ThinkPads.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a concept.
Yeah, we are like ThinkPad fans, and I'm the president of the TrackPoint fan club. Yeah, self-proclaimed president. I don't know. Well, yeah, there are a lot of people, but they buy ThinkPads and they hate TrackPoint. They
Yeah.
don't use the TrackPoint, and I found out we are the only ones that love the TrackPoint and use it every day.
The fatal combination is both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why is my mouse moving all over the place?
What are the common names of the track points that you use here? Like the knob,
The nipple.
the nipple, yeah.
Track point, the racer head?
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
What?
The name of the track point. That's the track
Yeah,
point.
I've
that's
got a few
the
more
track-
vulgar
Yeah.
ones too, but
The-
That's a track point cap, is the
No,
red.
but the track point is like the official name. The slang
Track point
names
is-
are knob, nipple,
the
I
racer
don't know,
head.
Razorhead, yeah.
There's some more vulgar ones out there.
Yeah,
too.
and some more. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You mean nipple point?
Nipple is the less vulgar, yeah.
It came in a little bag of optional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different shapes and sizes.
Ooh, I like this one.
And that's why we love the track point. Yeah. Well, there are some HP, okay. But the interesting thing about some HP from the community, that these are the editions that have a track point.
Yeah.
Oh,
The EliteBook has a track point device. Maybe our community really.
do they have to license that, I wonder? Is that like a patented piece of hardware?
When
I don't know if.
Yes. The tripod is patented by. I'm the president of the club. Okay, so I researched, and yes, the tripod was invented. I forgot his name, and it's a patent that belongs for IBM.
Uh,
Yeah, so he invented like, I don't remember the name of the pointing device for blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it has the patent.
And they should-
But it's an old patent, so I'm
But
not
some older
sure.
laptops had them.
Yeah.
weren't
Toshiba
they?
had it.
Until recently, my work laptop, which was a Dell Precision, had one.
Yeah, okay,
It didn't work as well as the IBM ones, but it was there.
okay, but has a track point.
I
Okay.
think Toshiba calls their, used to, when they had one, they used to call it an AccuPoint, I believe. But
Yeah. Well, and the other ones was like the little ball. Do you remember those ones
Yeah.
that you?
trackball.
That's
Trackball.
trackball. Yeah, trackball.
I
Yeah.
love
They
trackballs.
have like a little ball that you move it, and the mouse was, and the buttons were with these two fingers there. Yeah. Okay. So, any other question about the wiki? I have some other things. Like if I go to the hardware category, I try to have like other stuff, but I didn't get much feedback about everything. So I have like hardware devices like cameras, graphic tablets, joysticks that I tried 2 years ago. I show up some USB joysticks that are working with some games, and motherboards, modems. Okay, who's using a modem? I don't know. And printers, scanners, and the adapters, right? And adapters, right?
Hey, Martin, would you
Yeah.
click on thin client? I'm just curious. Under
Thin clients, okay. No, it's not.
Oh, there's nothing there?
There's nothing there. It's not a link.
Thin, very thin.
Yeah, I cannot click it there. It's empty. Also, servers are empty. There used to be a lot of servers, but they are now old. So
I'll send you something on thin client.
Okay. Yeah, some thin client there's.
Any little Weiss boxes or something, or
Pardon?
like Weiss terminals or something, or?
Sort of like that. It's, HP has a big line of them, and, I'm actually using one as a warp server for e-business.
No kidding, all right.
Remember that long time ago, I started with a website that was like USB devices for OS2. It was like in the year 2000. And that website is long gone, but it has been embedded here. All the devices have been embedded here on the wiki. So I have like, some stuff like,
You might be able to bring that back with archive.org, maybe.
yeah. Well, there are the keyboards, the mouse. If everybody sent me a mouse, that would be crazy. But I have some mouse that I really like, my own mouse, the gaming mouse, and I try to make a page for that mouse. And I know a mouse is like not very interesting thing, but we can do it. There's no
It
issue.
depends upon if the mouse has 14 different buttons on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And how those buttons are positioned, and whether you need to go see the doctor to have extra fingers grafted on in order to use the mouse effectively.
I have this mouse at home. I bought it as a joke from my wife that likes Hello Kitty, and it works. It works on ArcaOS. The mouse is, well, it comes with a mouse pad. Yeah, but it works. Okay.
That's
Where
amazing.
are the buttons? Tell me, where are the mouse buttons?
It has a PS2 adapter too.
Yeah, and it has a PS2 adapter. But it works. The buttons are like here, 2 buttons, and the scroll wheel is right here. Okay. But it works. It works. It doesn't require any specific drivers, and it works fine.
Find your wife's
Okay.
wrist.
What?
My hand would cramp so badly using a mouse like that.
It looks like the hockey puck mouse from the
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
iPad days.
Yeah.
Very ergonomically horrible.
Okay, so I have this like all this crazy stuff that when I use some hardware, I put it on there. Yeah. What is and I don't remember the joystick that we checked. Now I don't have any more information about the joysticks. This is with the old driver and the USB drivers. And the USB ones, I'm hopefully trying to put it someday. I have some USB joysticks that I tried with ArcaOS, with Windows driver, that works, and hopefully I will put it here someday. Okay. And what else I can say? And the obvious thing that goes on a wiki are articles, right? So I also have like a page now, and if I go to the main category, that is not the main page, it's just the main category. I have like, this is like all the underground wiring of the wiki, where I have the categories, and I usually go with, where is it, articles. You can go to the main page for this, and I have some IBM articles that I have published them. Beginner's Guide on the Understanding OS2 Free Specs. When I post an article, no, this is not complete, I'm sorry. Let me go to the main page if we can see something. Oh, let me go to, yeah. Sorry, this is a mess that you have to learn to navigate the wiki. I'm going to my main page. This is my main page where I talk about me. And sorry.
So much room.
Yeah, and I'm going, let's see this article, let's see if I have it here. Somebody hacked my wiki. Yeah, it's not loading anymore. Maybe I lost internet? Okay, the cursor. Oh, what is happening with the article?
I was going to blame it on Adrian for the NetLab server migration.
No, but this one is shooting, yeah.
It looks like the URL's in trouble.
I don't know if it's the browser that is some
Sure,
issue.
blame it on CMonkey.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's CMonkey. Yeah.
It uses the exact same engine as the Firefox, right? It's
Okay. Here's
Yes, in general, but there are some interesting differences with CMonkey that allows it to render some things better than Firefox, and it can be more memory efficient than Firefox.
I mean, I like how it looks like Netscape, so, you know.
You can,
Yeah.
you can change
And it's generally escaped the overall dumbing down of Firefox over the iterations.
Yeah, this seems to have kept the classic look.
Okay, so on the articles, what I'm trying to do, I'm bringing all articles from CD-ROMs, from the old days, that you cannot find it on Google, because our Internet Archive and some other places are not like indexing the text of those, of the inside an ISO CD-ROM. So I try to bring them back, and I try to make this little box here of who is the author, the date, because when you read an article, say, okay, is this from the 80s, from the 90s, or it's modern stuff? So I try to put the date, which OS version refers the article, is referring OS2 2.0, Warp 4, Warp 3, and if there was any companion file and the source that is generally a link to the CD-ROM ISO, okay? So this is, I'm trying to bring the old stuff on the wiki, but completely documenting that it is old stuff, so people don't confuse like new things or reading old things, believing it's for the newest OS2 and don't get confused. So this is important for me, because when you bring old stuff from the dev, usually people get confused and say, oh, this is how I configure the mouse, and it's for version 2.0. So I try to explain that right here, that you're looking to all stuff from the 90s or an old version of OS2. So with that, I try to address like the two communities that we have. The OS2 community that wants to run on modern hardware, and the other community, there is the retro community that wants their PS2 machine running OS2 and is trying to get that older drivers and older documentation to know that.
That serial mouse working,
Yeah.
with the ball underneath and sticks. You know,
Yeah.
You gotta like take it apart and, that's right,
Easy to
that's right.
And there was something sorry, no, I was, yeah, and that's it. Ah, okay. And the other thing that I really would like to see some progress, but it's very hard, is to try to get the IBM OS2 courseware out there from somewhere. In the old days, IBM used to give courses to people that pay, and they give you the instruction manual. They also have like the student manual was given away, and the instructor manual was kept with the instructor. And it's very hard to find that documentation. So I'm trying to find that books and request IBM permission to republish online. Okay, so these are all the.
Are they pretty good about giving that?
IBM is pretty good. I found the website when you can contact the lawyers. You put all the documentation. They cannot read inf files. You have to change it to PDF, of course, and you send them to the.
Their own format.
That's
Yeah.
the lawyer format.
Yeah. So you send them to PDF. You also put the part numbers, the serial numbers, and you usually say this is only for learning, only for non-profit related. It's not that someone is making money with this. Please give me permission to republish this work that was only printed out. It's not available online, and they gave me permission and put the condition, says if IBM, I don't know, if you cause a riot because of that, IBM will ask you to take it away. that kind of stuff that they reserve the rights, of course.
Lawyers, yeah.
Yeah, but I try to put every course information there, and when the ones that I was able to find the documentation, they are available for download. Like this one that is the OS2World server for e-business installation, and it has this one. I was able to find the structure, exercise guide, student exercise, master visuals, student notebook, instruction guide, instructor's guide, and the slides. Yeah, but there are a lot of courseware that I was not able to find. Yeah, and I really want, this Warp 4, Warp 3, and these, where are the good ones? The ones from OS2 development I'm trying to find that are very hard to get. Yeah, so all these courseware I was not able to find. And if someone went to that courses and have the student manual, we will, well, usually it was only in paper at that time. We will need to scan it, request for permission, and I can put it here. Yeah, and I'm trying to find this, but it's very hard to find this material. Maybe they are lost forever. But, well, presentation manager, device drivers, there are very building OS2 device driver. There was a course with that name. This is the information that I have, but I don't have the material. Yeah. So this is another thing that I keep looking around. Okay. And that's it with the OS2World Wiki and with the stuff that I do. This is not a full-time job. It's like it doesn't take too much time. So, but it's like, oh, today I found this from the courseware, today I found this from hardware, today I found it, and I try to consolidate everything here. Okay, so it's not like, well, I have this getting this from all these years, but it has not been like a hell of a job. It's
Do you have all the, like, developer connection CDs?
yes, I
You
have
do?
those. Yeah.
I have a bunch of those sitting on
Yeah.
my shelf.
The issue with IBM is that I found a place when you request permission for publications, but not for software. Yeah. So I
Yeah, it
requested.
has lots of documentation on those,
Yeah.
but also lots of.
Yeah, that documentation I was able to also request permission and publish it online on the ADM. Usually, software development documentation, I put it on the ADM2 Wiki. That is down now, and it causing me a lot of stress because I had put too much time on that wiki and it's not available.
I think the wiki's back up.
Yeah, check it out because
Like if you put some older application up on this, would IBM actually track you down and
no,
make it important?
they don't care. But if I have some other issue with IBM, like,
And
I don't
you
know,
did that? Yeah.
they can say, okay, we're going to screw you on this site because
So
it's
here's
abandonware
your
and
when
it's
to delegate. Have
Is a
somebody else
paper
do it.
trail is always good to have, you know.
yeah. So I don't want any issue. Yeah, it's abandonware. IBM does not sue you for that. But if there is any interest in you from any corporation and they find out something about you, they will try to grab you there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it is better not to have any abandonware. Is good on the Internet Archive because there are a public library and they have like their copyrights protection on the Internet Archive. So I prefer not to put it here to protect all the stuff that is going there. Yeah.
Although they're getting shut down.
Sorry.
The Internet Archive on documents is getting shut down too.
Yes. The Internet Archive recently. Well, it's a different thing, but it has an issue that they open up the digital lending for, if you have one book, it's supposed you have only one digital lending.
Yeah.
And on pandemic, they just open up the digital lending for everyone. And they got into trouble with the book publishers. Not with IBM, not with us. Okay. So that's, I think, all I can say about the wiki. If there are any other questions. Huh? Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.